Hello Year 3 and welcome back to our next maths lesson on our YouTube channel. As always, I'm going to quickly share my screen so we can get started together. So please bear with me one moment. Now our starter today, we're going to continue focusing on multiplication and division. So we've got lots of questions linked to that. First one, you can see 3 groups of 2 and then 3 groups of 20 in these representations here. You need to answer those underneath. Then there are some calculations to complete where they are related, a bit like you did yesterday with Mr. English. So 1 times 4, I think we could work that one out quite quickly, and we can use that one to work out 1 times 40. And then lastly, you have a number track to complete. It goes 30, 60, 90, blank, 150, blank, 210, 240, blank, blank. Ooh, I think you're going to have to work out what it's increasing by each time, first of all, before you think about what those blanks are. So have a think about those. If you want some extra time, pause the video now and we'll go through them in just a moment's time. Let's look at the answers to that starter challenge then. So 3 times 2 is equal to 6 and 3 times 20 is equal to 60. Again, we can use those related facts. We can see the pattern there from 6 to 60. Then the calculations, 1 times 4 is 4, so 1 times 40 is 40. 2 times 4 is 8, so 2 times 40 is 80. 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 40 is equal to 120. And for the number track, it was increasing by 30 each time. So it goes 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, and 300. And if you knew your 3 times tables very well, we could use those to help us there because it's a bit like our 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. And that's why those related facts are really important to help us with some of those larger multiplication questions. Moving on, today we're going to use our times table facts to calculate 2 digits times 1 digit. What's a 2-digit number? What's a 1-digit number? I wonder if you can remember what that means. Have a moment to think. If you're not sure, a 1-digit number is like the number 2 here. There is literally just 1 digit within that number, the number 2. In a 2-digit number, there are 2 digits. So to make up 23, we have a 2-digit in our tens column and a 3-digit in our ones column. That is a 2-digit number. Let's look at this example to help us get started then. So for 2 times 23, I'm thinking we need to make 2 groups of 23. And I've got some base 10 that we use in class to show us on the screen. So let's try and do that together. 10, 20. There's 2 10s to make 20. And I need 3 1s to complete 23. 1, 2, 3. There's one group of 23. And I need 2 groups of 23 because it's 2 times 23. So let me have a go at that one now. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. There we have it, 2 groups of 23. Now by looking at that, I wonder if anyone can tell me the answer to 2 times 23. A little clue, it might be useful to count the 10s first and then count the 1s. Have a go at doing that yourself quickly now. 2 times 23, how many 10s are there? 1, 4. How many 1s are there? Well done, if you got the answer, 46. There are 4 10s in total and 6 1s to create 46, just like we can see there. Let's have a go at another one. Three times 31. If you're feeling confident, perhaps you can have a go at drawing this yourself before I show you on the screen. So if you want to pause it now, feel free to do so. Otherwise, let's work through it together. So I know that I need to create 3 groups of 31. And 31 has 3 10s, so I'm going to start with those. 10, 20, 30. There's my 3 10s. And I need 1 1. 31. This time I'm going to leave a bit of a gap between the 10s and the 1s so I can group them together, which is going to help me count them. Now I need to make another 31. So there's one group of 31, another 31. So 10, 20, 31. There's two groups of 31. And my last group of 31. 10, 20, 30, 1. And now as I've grouped my 10s and my 1s this time, it might help you count them a little bit more easily. So let's count together if you're not sure. Start by counting in 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and we have 91, 92, 93. So well done if you had that as well. Our answer is 93. 3 times 31 is 93. Now, if you're still not sure, I would recommend pausing the video there, perhaps go back, have another look at those two questions and see if you can work alongside them. If you're ready for a challenge though, I have some questions for you to have a go at yourselves. The first one says 3 times 22. I'll be thinking that's 3 groups of 22. You might want to draw those. 4 times 21, and C is 2 times 44. And as a challenge X, if you're thinking, well, this is easy, I get this super quickly, can you find any quick ways to solve this? And maybe explain how you have solved them. Once again, if you want some extra time to work through these challenges, pause the video there, have a go, and then replay the video when you're ready to see those answers. Let's look at those answers together then. Bear with me. First of all, 3 groups of 22. So I need to make 2 10s and 2 1s. There is my first group of 22. Again, I've separated the 10s and the 1s to help me count them afterwards. Right, 3 groups. So here's my second group of 22. 10, 20, 1, 2. There's my second group of 22, and I know it's 3 groups, so I need 1 more. 10, 20, 1, 2. I've got my 3 groups of 22, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. So well done for that first one. You had the answer, 66. Next one, I need 4 groups of 21. So let me have a go at making those. That's 10, 20. And again, I'm going to separate out my 10s and 1s to make it easier to count at the end. 21. There's my first group. 10, 20, 1. There's my second group. 10, 20, 1. There's my third group. 10, 20, and 1. There's my last group. So I've got 4 groups of 21. Who can spot what the answer is? If you're not sure, let's count through together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. So 4 times 21 is equal to 84. And last group, 4 groups of 44. So again, let's have a go at making them. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 1. Well, let me move that so there's a gap. 2, 3, 4. There's my first group of 44, and I know it's 2 times 44, so I need 1 more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now again, you might be able to look at those 10s and 1s and call out the answer straight away. If not, let's count through them together. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. And well done if you had that final answer of 88. If you had a go at the Challenge X, feel free to send that in to me, and I'd love to see your efficient, quick methods to solve those calculations. Now, as a bit of an extra challenge for us all today, I've got a problem-solving question on the board. And it says, arrange 3 of the digit cards into the calculation below. And we've got 2 3s and 2 2s. And it says, what's the largest total you can make? What is the smallest total you can make? And how many different totals can you make? Oh, that's a tricky one. So how could you arrange those digits to make the largest total, the biggest number you can? How could you arrange those digits to make the smallest total? And how many different totals, how many different answers can you come up with? Have a go at that. If you're not so sure, we're going to go through it together in a moment. See if you can have a go at least creating some different totals from that. So let's look at that one together. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the different totals you can make because that could take quite a while, but perhaps you can send those in to me. But I have shown you the largest total you can make and the smallest total you can make. So the largest total is a 3 in this one and timesing by 32. So we need another 3 in the tens digit and a 2 in the ones digit. We're not allowed to use those cards twice, which is why I haven't just put 3s in all of them. The smallest total you can make is using a 2 in my first box, using another 2 in my tens digits, and using a 3 in my ones digits to get 46. So well done if you managed to get them. And if you want to send in all of those different totals, brilliant. I would love to see them. Now, another one. Using 3-digit cards, you can use any digits this time. Can you complete the calculation below? So blank times blank is equal to 84. Which 3 cards could you use? And is there more than one way of solving it? So what 3-digit cards could you use to make 84? Remember, you can use any this time. And can you make it using more than one way? Again, if you want to have a go at solving that, pause the video now. Otherwise, we'll go through it in just a second. Let's look at that one together then. I've had a go, and the one I've come up with is 42 times 2 is equal to 84. That's just one of those ways. Perhaps you had a slightly different one. And again, feel free to send them in if you had lots and lots of different ways to solve that one. Last of all, we're going to finish with a quick fluency question to challenge you just before you go. 150 divided by 3, what would the answer be there? Have a quick think. Again, pause the video if you want to, and I'll go through the answer in a moment. So our answer for that one, I know that 150 is equal to 15 tens. So I got 15 tens, I shared them between 3 groups, and there's 5 tens in each group. So my answer is 50. Well done if you got that. 150 divided by 3 is equal to 50. We're going to pause there for today, Year 3. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you managed to work through some of those challenges, and I look forward to seeing your wonderful, wonderful learning soon. See you next time.